It's time. It's officially time that we reread acotar. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with the series and I cannot stop talking about it. I finished it not recently, I think it was like last summer, and it's been over a year now since I finished this book. And I'm still heartbroken and I'm still in love and I'm still so excited to get the next book. But Miss Sarah J. Maas has not come out with it yet or announced it. So I think it is time to jump back into acotar. I've been patiently waiting for the right time, and I'm currently somewhat in a slump. I've read 4 books in the past 2 months, and it was mainly because of Binding 13, because Binding 13 was so good. It put me in a reading slump, and so I went on to Keeping 13, which then added to the slump. I think I read like 2 other books in the month of October, and it's October 27th, and I've only read 2 books this month. So I decided what better way to get out of my reading slump by with acotar. So I'm currently stopping one of my other videos because I'm currently doing a reading fall books video. So I'm currently in the middle of, I think it's like the Cinnamon Bun bookstore, and I'm not really loving it so far. I'm like 2 chapters in and I'm like kind of bored already. So I'm gonna start acotar, hopefully, to, you know, get the vibes. Also, I'm just not really in a romance mood right now. I'm more in a fantasy mood, and I know this is a fantasy romance, okay, don't come at me, but I really do just want a fantasy right now. That's like really what I'm in the mood for. And you know, why not add a little bit of romance into it? Like, that's fine, okay? So this video is specifically just going to be for acotar, and then I'm going to do other books when I reread the rest of the series. So like the individual books will have the individual videos, because I don't know if I'm going to read the rest of the series right after this, and I don't want this video to be 10 hours long. So we're just going to do this book in this video. Again, the other books will have their own separate videos. I've been eyeing acotar for so long now, and I'm so excited because I was like, I'm in a fantasy mood, what should I read? And I was looking at my TBR, and I was like, none of these are appealing to me except for Caraval, but like I don't really want to read that right now. Like, I'm just not in the mood for like that type of fantasy. There's multiple different types of fantasy, you know, so I just wasn't in the mood for like that particular fantasy, but I was in the mood for an acotar particular fantasy, not family. So I decided to pick her up. So let's start acotar. Check-in of A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I started today. As you guys know, I'm 50 pages in. Reading this now after reading the entire series and just seeing like how it all started again is just like crazy to me, because there's so much stuff that I'm now picking up. I'm not gonna say it here, I'm gonna say it in the spoiler section, so if you want to know specifics, then wait until the end, you'll see the rest, because there is a spoiler section, which I did not tell you guys when I first talked to you, but I am doing a spoiler section, so if you wanted to know more details, you can head over there. But if you don't want any spoilers, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil you for anything. I'm just saying that there's so much stuff here that is like, looking back, I'm like, that's crazy, because you wind up doing that. Like, you wind up doing this, or this actually happens. Obviously enjoy it so much so far. I'm literally cracking down on everything I possibly can. Any like particular thing that it says, I'm like, oh my god, foreshadowing. It's so good. I'm so excited to continue the series. I remember the ending of this book had me on the edge of my seat. I remember the exact position I was in. I remember the exact lights I had on in this room. I had the orange lights on, which I always do. You always see the orange lights on. I rarely have any other color. Don't ask me why, by the way. I feel like a lot of people wonder that, but they never actually say it. Who knows? Who knows why I have these orange lights? Honestly. Because look, I can change them to any color. Hello? Literally any color I want. And I choose orange. Why? I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. But so far, 50 pages in, doing fantastic. I don't know why the book is doing this, but like, I don't really like it, and I don't really think I can stop it. Anyways, I have, I think, 4 tabs so far, and they're all foreshadowing. Like, oh, you can't even see them. Oh, there you can. Anyways, like I said, if you want to know more of the details of the foreshadowing, you can wait till the end and see the spoiler section, but if not, then of course you don't have to watch it, just because we don't want you to get spoiled if you haven't even read the book yet. Hello? So let's just continue reading. Hey guys, quick little update on A Court of Thorns and Roses. Yesterday I barely read anything, specifically because I was so unbelievably tired. I literally went to sleep at 8:30. I was so tired. I barely got any reading done. I think I got like maybe 2 chapters. Currently I'm on page 112. I'm about this much into it, and I'm gonna try and get maybe possibly halfway tonight. I'm gonna try, but I still have to shower and it's already like 5:30. So we're gonna see how much I can get done. So far it's going fantastic. There are a few things that I keep forgetting, and forgetting meaning like I forgot them when I first read it, and now I'm like, oh yeah, like that actually happened. And there were a few things that I like predicted would happen, because I was like, oh, I remember this happening, and then it never happened. Or like the complete opposite happened, and I was like, oh, okay. So like I'm guessing that's what I thought the first time when reading this, but was actually like a different outcome. I'm not exactly sure, but I thought that was like very interesting, because I could have sworn something happened, and then when it actually happened, I was like, that's not how I thought it went. Not very many updates currently, because the only updates I can really give are spoilers. So I'm gonna go update the spoiler section really quick, because I have a theory. So I'm gonna go update the spoiler section. I will probably talk to you guys either tomorrow or Thursday, but I do have a Chase Atlantic concert tomorrow with Emma. So I probably actually won't talk to you tomorrow. I'll probably talk to you Thursday. So yeah. Now, because I don't know when I'm finishing this book, and there's a good chance I might finish it tonight, so I'm gonna update you guys on how it's going, even though I'm still kind of where I was before. I'm on page 242, and oh my god, I completely forgot like the layout of this book. I expected something completely different, because I know this is so hard to say like without spoiling anything, but I'm going to, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything. So something happens and we meet someone, but I thought we meet said person after a specific event happened. But we actually met said person before the specific event happened. There we go. I basically just told you my thoughts without spoiling anything, so it was very vague, but if you want to know what I'm actually talking about, you can wait until the spoiler section at the end of the video, and you can actually hear what I'm talking about and understand what I'm talking about if you've read the book. But for the people who haven't read the book, this is the best way to explain it. I have lots of tabs so far, and a lot of the tabs are, oh my god, they're like crooked. I have to fix some of them. But wait, let me turn on, okay, so you can like kind of see them a little bit better. I don't want to turn on the big light because it's really like loud and annoying. Oops. They're gorge. There is a lot of green, as you saw. But if you know, you know. If you don't, then wait till the rest of the series. Going great so far. Like I said, I'm on chapter 27. I don't have very much left. I forgot if I showed you, but that's where I'm at. And I have, I don't know how many pages left, 243. So I have like 180 something pages left, about. You will probably see me over the next few days finishing this book. I'm gonna go sit down, read the rest of the night tonight, and hopefully get a good chunk done. But I will update you guys tomorrow on how it's going. I'm going to now go update the spoiler section, so I will either see you there or I'll see you guys tomorrow. update you when I finish acotar, and I have not yet finished. Don't worry, so this video is not over yet, but I am a little bit of the way until I'm done. I don't really know what the percent is. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm really nervy. I don't really know how the rest is gonna go because we just got to a certain point. This is like the big point in the book. We've just gotten there. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you're never gonna find out until you read it. So I don't really know what much else I could say about this book. This is just gonna be super duper quick because I really don't have much to say other than I read a bunch last night and it's going to be finished in the next 24 hours. So the next time you see me may or may not be when I finish this. It depends because I do have a half day tomorrow. So I could get this done tonight, but if for some reason I can't get it done tonight, then it will be gotten done tomorrow. It'll get done tomorrow. Was it that hard? We're going to continue. I'm really scared because there's some stuff that I forgot about in here. I'm also really excited to see a specific scene that I do not remember happening at all. So I'm very excited to read about that because it's like a big part that people always talk about. And I'm like, how do you guys remember that? Because I don't. I would also just like to mention that acotar is my first fantasy book that I ever read. I mean, unless, okay. Because Harry Potter was technically my first fantasy, but this was my first like book talk spicy fantasy book, if that makes sense. But, oh my god, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, but I read this like a year and like a half or so ago. And there's this one point that I was just talking about that I have no clue how it escaped my brain. No clue what anybody's talking about when they mention it. So I'm really excited to reread it because it's something really cute and really good. I'm just really excited to reread it. So I'm gonna go shower, get into my pajamas, and sit down and read acotar, hopefully finish. Hey guys, so I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses last night. I'm rating it obviously a 5 stars. This is literally so good. This book was amazing. If you haven't read this book yet, you need to. It is so fun. It is so spicy. It is so tension wicking, if that is a word. It's so good. There is a lot of characters in here and obviously a lot more as the books go on. So many characters throughout just the entire series, but this book does have a good few characters that you need to keep up with. So if that is a problem, then maybe use the audiobook. I love this book so much. This series will forever be in my heart. It will always be one of my favorite series in the entire world, specifically because, like I mentioned before, it was my first fantasy book that I ever read. But you know, it's just always gonna be with me. Here are my tabs if you were wondering. Oh, hey, you can't really see them. Hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. They're my gorgeous tabs. There they are. I know they're so pretty. I did them in like the spring court vibes because like obviously I already knew about the spring court and like everything going into the book. So I thought what better way than to match the tabs with like the vibe of the spring court. So I just thought that was so cute. I wish I actually did more tabs because I literally have like so many still left over, but I ran out of a specific tab. Anywho, A Court of Thorns and Roses, 5 stars, of course, so good. I'm going to read the next book hopefully very soon. I do have a few books that I want to read before then, but obviously you will get the rest of the videos for the rest of the books, so don't worry, those will be coming very shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun YouTube stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, welcome to the spoiler section for A Court of Thorns and Roses. Just before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that this is not a spoiler for the entire series. This is just spoilers for the book. So if you don't want any spoilers for like the rest of the series, then don't watch the other videos for the other books that I'm going to post. But if you've already read A Court of Thorns and Roses and haven't read the rest of the series, then you're okay. You can totally watch the spoiler section if you want to. So just a quick disclaimer. Anywho, it's going so good. There's so much foreshadowing. I have a few that I want to read to you. There's, I think, 2 that I can't explain because it's foreshadowing because it's foreshadowing for the rest of the series, so I can't explain 2 of them. I'm still gonna read them to you though. So one is enough money to buy some paint and enough time to put those colors and shapes down on paper or canvas or the cottage walls. Not gonna explain that one because, you know, but if you know, you know. The next one is the violets and roses I painted around the knobs of Elaine's drawer, the crackling flames I painted around Nesta's, and the night sky, whirls of yellow stars standing in for white around mine. Also can't explain that one, unfortunately, but if you know, you know. And then I believe these 2 I can explain. Let me see. And then one that I can explain. If misfortune forced you to keep company with a fairy, you never drank their wine. Feyre, at the end of this book, drinks the Fey wine and winds up dancing all night. I think it's Under the Mountain, when they were under the mountain, and she winds up dancing all night because she drank the fairy wine. So I thought that was really funny and I just highlighted that. But I'm on page 40. I just finished my non-spoiler section and I'm going to continue reading now. First of all, when they were talking about the cuffs, the iron cuffs that Nesta and Elaine had on, I did not notice that the first time I read this book. I didn't even know that, like, I guess what they were talking about. Maybe I skimmed over it, but I had no clue about the iron thing. I think maybe for the entire series. Maybe I picked up on it like in the middle of the series, but I genuinely don't remember reading that. Currently, Feyre is just getting into the manor right now. The spring court. The manor, same thing. She's just getting in there with Tam. Oh, I can't say that. We haven't met Lucian yet. Lucian? I think I say Lucian, but I also say Lucian. It kind of depends on the day, but I think it's mostly Lucian. I think it's easier to say Lucian. Just like it's easier to say Reese than Rise, but like I still say Rise instead of Reese. If you know him, he's at the end of this book. He's the villain. One of the villains, possibly. Amarantha and Reese. Rise. Anyways, I'm going to keep reading and I will probably update you guys probably tomorrow night. So I have I don't think this is a theory, but rereading this for the second time, there was just a questioning that came upon my brain. In chapter 11, it's the end of chapter 11, and it's when Feyre is having the dream. It is literally her shooting a fae in the eye, and it says, "No, not a man, a high fae with those pointed ears." She never specified that it was Tamlin in that whole thing. She never specified that it was Tamlin. I don't know what that means, but I have a theory that it could possibly be Reese. I'm not sure. That could be common knowledge now that was specifically Reese in this, or I could just be stupid and that actually is Tamlin. I genuinely have no clue, but I'm thinking that it's Reese. If you want to see, this is what it looks like. You can pause the screen, but that was the quote. I really didn't do a lot of reading yesterday because I was really tired and I went to bed super early, so I'm gonna try and get hopefully maybe halfway through today. Something like that, but it's already 5:30 and I still have to shower, so we're gonna see how much I can get through tonight. Hey there, my spoiler section people. Okay, so I was just talking with the non-spoiler section, right? And so I was describing how one event happened before another event happened, but I thought one event happened before the other event. Let me reiterate in the actual terms now. So I thought we got a Tamlin and Feyre spice scene before we met Rhysand, but it was the opposite. So we actually had met Rhysand, and then obviously later to come is a spice scene. I don't know when though, but obviously we know it's gonna happen. Hello, I also read the book before, so like I know what's gonna happen, but I actually thought that one of those scenes came before meeting Rhysand. Like I thought their connection and bond, meaning Tamlin and Feyre's, was like close and like they were super duper like locked in. Basically a great way to describe it. Like they were locked in before Rhysand came in. Nope. Complete opposite. They shared a kiss. And then Actually, was it a kiss? It was like a kiss, and then like it was like really awkward at the dinner table because on Callan May he like bit her neck. Anywhoosie, so that's what I was trying to say, but obviously I couldn't really say it because no spoilers. Hello. Oh, Rhysand just came in, barged into the spring court, and was like, hey, I can't wait to see you at, you know, Under the Mountain. Like, it's gonna be a full jam. Like, this is gonna be so fun. We're gonna have so much fun. And wait, what's that I smell? Human. Who is this? And then like, boom, Farrah was like, is unscathed a word? And what does that mean? I'm pretty sure it is, I just don't know what it means. Well, she was revealed. Better word. She's like behind Lucien, and Lucien was like, had her like up against the wall, and she was like this in the little corner. She was like revealed, and oh my god, Rhysand goes, what's your name, love? And she literally told him Claire. I can't. I'm so excited to read about Arantha and the whole Claire thing, and then Claire being there instead of Farrah. Oh my god, I know people are like gonna come at me for saying that because like an innocent girl died because of this, but like you gotta think, how smart is Farrah for being an uneducated, mortal, poor girl and thinking, let me tell him a different name? Because like you gotta realize, this girl did not have any education whatsoever. So for her to be that intelligent enough to be able to tell a different name and know the consequences, I mean, like, come on, like, that's like, I could do that, you know, like, really anybody can do that, but for her, because like, you know, she's using her brain, anyway, fine. Anywho, I just thought that's really funny, and I'm really excited to see that. I also forgot about Farrah killing Tamlin at the end of this book. Completely forgot about that. But now that just came into my head again, so you know, now I have to remember it. Rhysand making Tamlin and Lucien bow down to him. What's going on? I don't remember that. I forgot if I mentioned that to you guys or not yet, but anywhoosie, I'm gonna go continue acotar. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait for the rest of the series. That is like, I can't. I'm so excited. Ooh, or do I want to start saving 6? I'm gonna skedaddle, keep reading. I'll see you guys either tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow when I finish this. So I forgot to do a proper ending for this video after the spoiler section, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!